Heyo gamers, welcome back to Millimedia Games. I'm Millipede, and today we're going to be looking at all the progress made on Cataclysm over the past months. Yeah, strap yourselves in, I've done a lot. Let's get started. The first thing I'd like to show is the random death messages. I added these because I was bored one morning, and have been adding to the list ever since. Some of my favorites include null reference exception, your skill not found, your skill got cancelled by Twitter, and man, you suck at this game, Sun Tzu, Art of War. Those last two being made by a member of my Discord server, R3S Game, who is a game developer themselves. I'll link their YouTube channel with an iCard in the top right if I remember, which I probably won't, so don't count on it. Most of these death messages are just random comments about how bad you are at the game, and also random messages like H. You would have seen a lot of them in the hitless video for the Ico Golem, which was released last week, because I died a lot and I made a death compilation at the end. So if you want a good example of these death messages, just go look at that. It's pretty simple. There will be another icon in the corner. Well, there might be. Another small thing I've done is add an entire new area. The Golden Grove is a sub-area to the Crimson Forest, unlocked at wave 10. It's pretty similar to the Crimson Forest, just with epicer music, more annoying enemies, and a frustratingly difficult boss, which I managed to defeat hitless on Sunday, after 24 plus attempts. You should go check out that video after this one, it took a lot of work. The area features a new enemy, of whom is a really annoying, hard to hit flying bug thing that can luckily be one-tapped. Luckily, they shoot fast and deal a lot of damage, so a large group of them can be catastrophic, or should I say, cataclysmic. I'm so funny. I usually like to fight them with the shotgun weapon, because, well, when you use it, instead of just having one projectile that you must hit, it shoots a spray of projectiles, which of course means a higher chance of hitting it, so usually I can just aim in the general direction of it instead of trying to be perfect and hit it directly, because, let's be real, that's not gonna happen first try. The area's boss is currently just a large box, because I'm too lazy to open my photo editor and actually draw something, but at least the boss theme is decent. Must have listened to it 1,000 times in the making of the video on Sunday, and I am still not sick of it, so I think that's an achievement. I said earlier that this boss was frustratingly difficult. That was underclarified. The boss is pretty easy. It's just frustratingly difficult when you try to defeat an unbalanced version of said boss, hitless. You see, that's where the problem arises. This boss has a variety of different attacks. It can shoot a volley of 3 projectiles in your direction. It can shoot out a circle of projectiles in an attack known as, well, the projectile circle. There's also a machine gun attack, where the boss shoots a steady stream of projectiles, dealing only 1 damage each, but due to the sheer number of them, they will melt your health bar really quickly. And now, finally, for the legendary dash attack. It literally just charges at you, that's it. There's also a different variant in the second phase, where the boss shoots a projectile volley, then dashes and performs the projectile circle attack. This one got me the most times in my hitless attempts, but yeah, if you're expecting it, it's pretty easy. This attack runs 7 times and then goes back to the start of the second phase loop. You might remember, but you probably won't. Back in the earlier versions of Cataclysm, creating a new save file would have its name default to Juice, which is a bit random, but I don't know what I was thinking, I just decided to do that. And so, just as a little Easter egg, now, if you name a save file Juice, all your other save files will have a new weapon, a secret weapon, the Juicinator. It's a secondary type. It's just slightly better than the pulse gun, but appears as lime rarity in the shop, because yes. Speaking of new weapons, I've also added an extremely powerful weapon called the Flower Power, that can be bought from the shop at 8,000 gold after defeating Blossom, the first boss. It does about 40 damage per shot, and shoots very rapidly. Its only drawback is that it's not long range at all. Its projectiles only travel about 3 units in front of the player itself being about 1 unit for reference. So yeah, it's really effective against melee enemies, but really can't do that much against ranged enemies. Still on the topic of weapons, special weapons. They've been half-coded into the game since August 2020. There's been room for them into the code, but they were barely implemented until now. Special type weapons are very powerful, but have a major drawback to deter you from using them all the time. They're designed to scale with your maximum HP, so even the first special weapons you get would be completely usable in the endgame. The Crimson Horror, for example, the special weapon themed for the Crimson Forest, rapidly fires projectiles, dealing 1/10 of your maximum health in damage to whoever's unfortunate enough to be on the receiving end of the weapon. However, firing it damages you for 1/100th of your maximum health. Don't think it's worth it yet? Well, the weapon's alternate ability is to heal you for 1/100th of your health every time you kill an enemy. It's pretty good, but while of course not the best special in terms of damage, it could really come in handy for all those who aren't very good at the game, as it drastically increases your survivability. It's part of the reason I made it available so early in the game instead of being like near the end of the game. The weapon is obtainable after defeating Blossom, the first boss, as well as the Flower Power, but unlike the Flower Power, you can get it in the shop for free. Anyway, for all those who made it to the end of the video, thanks, it means a lot. This one took a lot of time to make, so if you could like the video and consider subscribing, that'd be pretty cool. We're about to hit 20, we're at like 19 or something at the time of recording this, so if you could be the 20th subscriber, that'd be cool. I'm still trying to grow the channel because I've started last week, but I think 20 for the first week would be pretty cool, so if you could make that happen, that'd be epic. Also, this kinda marks the end of my daily uploading streak. I started it because I know YouTube algorithm likes it, knowing full well I wouldn't be able to keep it up for long. So, yeah, I'm not gonna keep going with that. But, yeah, thanks again. Millipede out. See ya.